We must defeat tomorrow. You are listening to Lifer House Podcast.
We are here again. Like I said, today it's a beautiful day outside. It's a Monday. The sun is out, not too cold. Put you on some long sleeve shirts or whatever, you'll be good. But hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's being blessed. Hope your week is starting off strong today. Whatever you got going on in life right now, just make sure you're pushing through it. And again, like every day is a good day to work on your mental health, mind, body, and spirit, and wellness. So with that being said, today on Live House Podcast, we have a special guest. Like I said, if you're into your mind, body, and spirit with mental health, spiritual health, whatever that may be, she is your favorite medicine lady, a holistic healer. We have Akilah here today. How you doing?
I'm amazing.
That is great. I'm good. How was your morning today? Everything good?
Yes, it was very productive.
Yeah, I know. Besides the the lengthy drive out here, other than that, it was good.
It was great.
That's cool. So pretty much just let the listeners know a little bit about yourself, where you from, like childhood, growing up, just to give them a little background to lead them into where you are today, mentally, spiritually, or whatever it may be. So just let them know who you are and where you coming from.
Okay, so first, thanks for allowing me to be here. And as you know, my name is Akilah, and I don't really have a hometown. Whenever I talk to people, I tell them several things, mainly Earth.
Okay.
Because I was born in Philly, raised in New York State, and then I came to Atlanta in 2005. So I moved around a lot as a child, and I actually grew up spiritually as a Hebrew Israelite. So the name of my religious organization is Church of God and Saints of Christ. It was founded in 1896 by Prophet William S. Crowdy.
Okay, you spitting your knowledge right here.
So yeah, one of my grandfather's grandfather met the prophet. So my blood is in that long time. All the Hebrew Israelites know Prophet William S. Crowdy, or at least they should, because that's where Hebrew Israelite religion started. And yeah, so I grew up. I guess I started my journey being aware of myself in 2013. Like I've always been a creative. I've always been a rebel. I always love being outside. I never really liked touching bugs and stuff, but I just like to be in the sun and play.
Touching bugs, you outside all the time.
Cause you know, I still don't fuck with the bugs. You know, we have a relationship, but we don't touch each other. It's respect. But that's where I started and went to West Georgia and studied abroad in Costa Rica.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was like the best experience ever. I stayed with a family. They were vegetarian and had a garden in the back.
Are you vegetarian?
I don't like labels, but I'm plant-based.
Okay.
That's what I consider myself.
I agree, because I hate if somebody just say, are you vegetarian or are you vegan? It's like it's so many rules to each one. It's just, okay, I like to eat plant-based food, so some food is just not meat. So
exactly.
Just put me in that label and we'll go there.
Right, like... This is so stupid. People put you in a box for what, and then they judge you based off of that box that you just put yourself in. I am conscious of what I eat. I make sure that I eat fruits and live foods, so that way, because being conscious of what you eat means knowing what you put in your body. You know, I know that I'm eating in order to nourish the cells, so that way we can function and do whatever my purpose is here.
It really makes a difference too.
Yeah.
I guess you say went vegan or.
Are you?
Plant-based. I'm not, but at one point I was, interested. I never haven't done it before. So when I did it, I noticed the actual difference of I completely stopped eating anything meat, even seafood and fish, and I was doing just vegetables, fruits, water, and like making smoothies and stuff in the morning. But after I started back introducing meat to my diet, I immediately felt the difference, and it was crazy. You'll feel more sluggish. You'll feel more heavy, and it was crazy. So ever since then, I'm not completely, vegan or whatnot, but I will always do it just to, cause that feeling, it was so different. Like, I want to see what it feel like. So I've been down that road. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's a beautiful journey. I actually started the first time I was vegetarian, borderline vegan, successfully was when I came back from Costa Rica. because they had inspired me so much. Like, what is this really simple? I started juicing, studying Dr. Sebi, Dr. Africa, Dick Gregory, just online, like on YouTube and ordering books. And then I read this book.
I'm mad I didn't get deep into that. Dick Gregory and all that, but before he passed. But I was always just seeing. I wasn't so aware of who he was.
Same.
The community growing up in it just wasn't something that was spoken about of him. Period, and what he preached about and studied. So, but it just came full-fledged closer to the end of his life for some reason. Like I had a good maybe 4 months of knowing, okay, this is who this guy is, and then boom, he was gone after that. So I really should have. Hopefully, I would have paid attention to that a lot better, but hey, he's gone now. So rest in peace.
And they got footage on YouTube. Look, you better utilize the internet.
The whole portfolio on YouTube. Yeah, it's never too late. You're right.
Exactly. Or you can contact, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah. No,
what was I saying?
Well, yeah. Go ahead. Back to growing up. When you found your journey in 2013. No, you actually were saying when you tried out being plant-based.
So I was talking about, I had read this book called The Secret, and I don't know if you know about The Secret, but
Is that the book? It's kind of red and orange on the front. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't read it, but yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And it speaks about the law of attraction, which basically is prayer, how people pray or speaking affirmations. But that was my first time like actually reading about it and in this mindset of finding out who I really am. Mind you, I'm in college, like been away for a lot of questions and stuff.
Gave me any benefit when you read it? Did it open you up then, or was that
it definitely opened my mind because I started playing. So it had this exercise. It was saying to visualize something you want to see and then go see it, basically. And of course, I'm paraphrasing. But I wanted to see red cardinals, and then they just kept popping up.
Oh, as far as the birds, the red cardinals?
Yes. So... Yeah, after that, I just was like, nothing stopped me. I had started a nonprofit. We traveled the States. We even went to South Africa with the nonprofit. Yeah, this is just from realizing who I am and how proud, like what I could do.
So is that why you went, just to dig in more of what you was following as far as spiritually and mentally, or you traveled abroad for other reasons? Not for the school one, but when the other one.
So when I traveled with the nonprofit, is what you're speaking of. When I went to travel with the nonprofit, so our mission was to help young adults find a life purpose and put action behind it. That was the first mission. Okay. And we created a community service event called Homeless 100, where we would give out stuff, collecting. We would put the students to work, because at first it was a student organization, then it turned into a 501c3. Get people to do stuff and move around. So we were just going around to inspire people. And remember, the religious organization I'm connected to, we have people everywhere. So that's how I got connected. And I remember I had put out the call to, like, if anybody want Homeless 100 in their city, contact me, blah, blah, blah. And they was one of the ones who contacted. So
that's dope.
We just made it happen. I was a flight attendant at the time too, so that's how I was able to travel.
Oh man, that's extra dope. That's clutch.
It was just, I just genuinely love to help people. So that's what had got me, and helping the people, the volunteers, to realize that they can do something in their own community, like. You know,
sometimes all it takes is for one person to open up somebody else's eyes. Like, I can do this too, or help out here and there. That's all it takes sometimes. Yeah, that was great. So as far as, do you remember like the actual moment or what happened to where your mind just clicked, like, okay, let me change up my ways or this and that to follow this path in life? You remember what that was?
I've had several of those, because it's funny when you said that, I'm thinking of the click that changed from nonprofit to just holistic work. But the first one, honestly, it was The Secret. That was, reading that book helped to click. It just made sense. It just made sense. And then to click, because Project Smirk has been on pause for a minute now. And I just started taking up my holistic work because I was feeling like it creating like the savior complex. Like, we were going out and giving out stuff, but like people weren't really being helped. Like, they're being helped for the moment, but not something that's like really beneficial. Like to really, why do I have to keep coming every year? I'm coming out here, you still out here, like that's not.
Me and Kyle done that before. We with our organization, we'll give out. Like one moment we gave out like toothbrush, floss, shoes, clothes, all like hygiene products, something that people usually wouldn't get. But over the time, we'll come back and we'll see the same exact people. And they knew who we were, but like around the third time, they'll try to dodge us in. It was like, what is like, you got to help self. I know some people's situations may be way beyond their reach, but at the end of the day, you can somebody started from the bottom where they at and got to where they're going. But I understand that though. That's good. You guys were able to put a hand out in the community and help out. That's always good. So as far as holistic healing, I know of it, but I don't know. I guess you can say like about it. So just give me and whomever may be listening, like what is holistic healing in a nutshell?
To me, holistic healing includes mind, body, and spirit. It's when you address the actual problem and work towards solving it as far as like the healing of it being holistic. So traditional medicine, I should say westernized medicine, we have been taught we have an issue and to just pacify the issue instead of actually curing it. So that's why people continue to they have to take this certain drug for the rest of their life because the issue is being pacified, not actually cured. Because if it was being cured, then why the fuck?
Sounds like,
excuse me.
No, you good. It's
that don't make no sense.
No, you good. Because it sounds like the steps of meditation a little bit. When I was indulging in that, I started that journey with it was an app called Headspace.
Yes.
And you used that before?
Yeah.
That was my first time actually even trying to do anything meditation. I was looking, I knew by myself I probably wouldn't have done it. But I got that out. It was free for a month, so I dug into that. But how they explained it was, if you have a thought in your head, it's there. But sometimes we'll just, like I say, you can pacify things. The thought may be there, but acknowledge that it's there, and then let it go. Because if you don't, you're thinking about one thing, and that one thought will lead to something else negative, and then that thought will lead to something else, and a whole train of thoughts of negativity going on. But in reality, none of that is actually happening. So you stressing yourself out over just thoughts when if you were just like to be here in the present, you wouldn't even be feeling the kind of way you are. But it's hard to, I wouldn't say hard, but it's a challenge to actually get to that space. Of when I was trying it out, I was just like, what? My brain is on 1,000. I can't stop these thoughts. But it was at a point throughout the journey where it came a little bit easier for me to meditate and focus. But maybe 4 or 5 months in, I slipped on it and stopped using the app. So, but it's always a way to rebound. But it sounds the same as just that process of not pacifying things and actually dealing with it and acknowledging it and then moving forward. So that's a good comparison. Well, a good comparison. So, holistic healing, what are the methods you can use to heal, or what can you treat with it, shall I say? And how would you treat it? Like, what are some examples?
Me personally, or
you personally, or just in general?
Yeah. Because holistic healing, like, okay, I have issues with the English language a lot of times just because we have these words that confine. I understand. It just be hard for me because even holistic healing, naming it that is like puts it in a box because it's not anything you can really contain, because healing methods are abundant. Yeah, it's usually based off of tradition. There's Chinese medicine, Eastern medicine, Ayurveda, blah, 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 blah. We just don't have our own. Well, we have our own ways of healing as far as people of color, but we don't necessarily know. And personally, the way that I quote unquote practice my holistic healing is I'm in tune with myself. I just listen and proceed to answer it, and I put something together. But I've been taught by Dr. Laila Africa, Queen Afua, Molly, I can't remember her last name right now. Shout out to her because she was the first official class that I ever taken in Costa Rica. I stayed there for a month.
Oh, man,
and
you got it good out there
yeah,
too.
like
Great experience.
Look,
To
and I
learn
learned
something
from
like
Alda. The locals over there taught me. My auntie Alda, shout out to her. Shout out to Luba.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, but I had to shout them out real good. But you know,
Nah,
that's where I learned.
You.
I mean, they taught me so much. Like there's holistic healing. I mean, it's a lifestyle. First of all, if we have to change the way we look at it, it's about what we intake with our mind, body, and spirit. So what are we listening
that
to?
Same message recently.
Yes,
it's not just what you eat, and you intake things
exactly.
so many different ways that affect you outside of just what you eat. What you listen to affects you. What you watch, you're intaking that as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You have to be strong within because that's the thing. Everything in our society in the United States distracts us from who we are, what we're supposed to be doing, all these lights. We have to go within and receive the answers, and then from that.
Not to interrupt. Have you seen it was a documentary on Netflix called I think On Meditation. Have you watched that? Nah, you should check it out. It's dope. That I watched that during the time I had started the Headspace app, but it just opened me up to more traditional ways of meditation and how they might use it or use it to heal people or whatnot. So that's a good documentary to watch on Netflix on meditation. Check that out. So with holistic healing, and I when you first walked in, I said that smells good. This is a smell that I recognize. A few years back, I think maybe in 2014, I had a friend at the airport. What was his name? Maybe Elijah, I think it was. But we worked together, and it was sometimes he had started to bring. It was like a booklet. It made it look like a Bible booklet, but it wasn't. It was a black little bag, and he'd unzip it, and it had like slits for vials of different oils and whatnot. So one day he was at work. I don't know what happened, but he just asked me like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm cool." He was like, "So what?" Just asked me what was going on in my day. So I told him. And he said, "Hold on, I'll be right back." So he went to the back and brought the bag out, and he opened it up. And he was like, just checking the little vials. Yeah, this will work. So I was like, all right. So he opened it. He said, I dipped it on my finger. He said, put it inside of your nose. So I put it in my nose, and I sniffed it. I think it was maybe something containing mint in it because the mint was very, very, very loud. But it opened me up, and it was too long ago to say if I noticed my day got better or something like that. But I did it many a times just because I knew him. So he just come to work. How you feeling today? I got this for you. So is that kind of considered holistic healing? What he
aromatherapy? Yes.
Okay.
So that is a method. Aromatherapy, sound. There's sound healing. There's like water healing. What do they call it? Well, I call it water healing. Like with baths, they're using the ocean. There's massage with touch. There's you can take medicine, actual plant medicine. You can you can do a lot. Rest is actually one of the best remedies. Rest and water, because a lot of people don't rest, and a lot of people are dehydrated.
Rest and waters.
Yes.
Anything go wrong, drink some water.
Seriously though, and you gotta make sure your water clean though, because this water don't even be water that we be drinking.
I just watched something about that last week. Yeah, about the whole little water situation and whatnot. Well, okay, so that's considered. Well, you said aromatherapy. Yes. But I've known like when you speak of things of sound and the ocean, would the ocean be considered as far as a form of sound healing, or is it just the visual presence of it?
That is more. Now that you say it, I'm thinking about it deeper. Like when I was saying the ocean, I'm thinking of actually getting in the water and like taking
because that puts me at peace. I love being at the ocean and by water. Like when I go to sleep every night, I promise you, I have rain sounds playing when I go to sleep every night. I always do it. So hearing the water and the waves, it puts me at a peaceful place. There's a lake out here. It's usually very big, but it's always empty because a lot of people don't go there. But I go to the lake, sit out there, and just chill. Either I read a book or I go fish, and that's where I get a peace of mind from. I love being outside or creating something, but it's just crazy just to hear there's different ways to heal the body, especially mentally. That's a big thing to deal with. A lot of people out here have mental issues. Not even saying it could be an illness, but hey, there's a way to deal with it. But people don't think. You go to the doctor for your legs, your chest, your arm.
Exactly.
You got to go for your head too. But so you brought some products here. So what do you have? Explain what you have here.
Here today, I just had some examples of what is to come because we have some things launching at the end of the month. Mm-hmm. But what I make at this moment is our loose leaf teas. I make tinctures.
That's what this is here?
Mm-hmm. This is a tea. This is actually an echinacea tea I had brought. So that's a simple. Mm-hmm. But what I'll be launching is the famous expectorant tea, which is Great Awakenings. It's a mucus removal tea. A lot of people use
something about mucus. I don't know where it came from. I noticed lately I have a lot more mucus than usual. Of course, it could be from like the dairy products and stuff like that, but I don't eat a lot of dairy products, so I need to see what do you recommend?
Seasons. first. Okay, it's 3 points. One. There's no quick fix. 2, definitely the season's changing. Mm-hmm. I forgot what the third point was, but it's so hard for me. Like, I just was texting somebody yesterday, and I'm like, I cannot help people for real when they just ask me, like, what can I do for this? Because it's like
it's more of a
deeper than that. Because, like, okay, why do you have the mucus? Where is it coming from? When does it happen? Like, it's more
it's
to
not
like
just a surface question you can
right,
answer.
The Western society has taught us to think that that's like how we fix an issue, but like that's how we pacify an issue. Like, so for me, it's difficult for me to answer questions like that because I be like, I be really wanting to help, like, and then the mucus come back and then you're like, oh, the mucus came back. Like, no, we should have dealt with the issue, the whole issue, or whatever. But
and that's deep though to think about it that way. I really can't just answer. I really have to figure out what's going on.
You got to pay attention more. Okay, the seasons are changing, so that was a good note. More mucus is coming during that time. We were really supposed to be preparing our bodies in the summertime with eating all the fruits and eating light in order to detoxify our body, and so it can be ready for the wintertime. But I mean, in the meantime, you can like get that spicy stuff in you because it helps to move. It definitely is worth knowing like the different categories of herbs. I mean, and it's a lot of people don't know a lot of things like I love plants. Because they are so versatile and they can do so much for us with their smells, with us taking them in, just even with flowers just being in the room, like they just set a whole...
The strongest animals are plant eaters and stuff like that. So
yes.
I've experienced the benefits. Like I said, when I did that little switch from meat and just so I'm 100% believer in that. So no convincing me. I'm already there.
No, yes, but we have to be aware of our environment around us. The air is dirty. The water is dirty. Like
it was something on the news. Something came to my phone that's saying this area. It was saying the air is a certain amount percent. Something. I was like, where? I can't remember what it was, but it was just shocking to hear something about the air. I never seen something like that on the TV in a local area before. So that's crazy. This looks good too. So do you make all this yourself or how?
So I do my best to locally harvest or shop with local farmers and stuff to get my plants because honestly, like I said, the plants are really smart. They are our ancestors and they grow around us for our own healing. So the stuff that grows in our area is what we need to be consuming, especially the stuff that grows in abundance that we call weeds. They're not really weeds. But I also shop, online when I have to because I can't get everything. But
are these tinctures?
This is a tincture. This is a skull cap tincture. And with herbs, what you do is you infuse them in different things to get different benefits. Personally, I mean, I brought what I brought today because it can fit in my bag, and I was like, get and go. I usually wouldn't bring no tea.
Arsenal at the house.
Yeah, I got that medicine cabinet. But
legit.
I have this tincture. Is when you to make a tincture, you have to you take a jar and you fill it with herbs and then you pour alcohol over it. Preferably, I use rum because I don't like white. But traditionally, people use vodka to make tinctures and then you infuse the herbs for a month Prefer the longer you let it infuse, the stronger the medicine. The higher the proof, the more potent the medicine.
Oh, you saying as far as like the higher the proof you use for alcohol? Mm-hmm. Oh, so you use like some
you can use golden grain. Yeah. People use golden grain, but I don't like it. I'd rather do sugar cane from the rum.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can though. Like if it's necessary, you need to then go ahead and do that. But that's how you get the constituents, all the minerals.
So
and
what
stuff
is
that
this
you need.
help for?
So this particular one is skullcap, and it is for skullcap is a nervine, which means it works on the nervous system. It helps to calm the nerves, skullcap in particular. And yeah, I give it to people when they have a headache, when they just need to chill. You just shake it, take a few drops, drink some water behind it.
Sit up on your tongue for a minute and okay, yeah. So I had some tinctures before.
Exactly, yeah.
So what else you got?
We got the green powder right here. This is my favorite new product that I made. It has so many great things like nettles. Nettles are very high in minerals.
What are nettles?
Nettles are what are nettles? Nettles is a green plant that grows in the swampy area.
Okay, but it's a
stinging nettle. It's called stinging nettle because it has needles on it.
Yeah. How you harvest? Well,
you got it. I mean, but it's medicine. You can use the stinging nettles actually, like the live plant, and to break up arthritic pain. Break up arthritic pain.
Everything you mentioned today, I promise you, I deal with it in some kind of way. All that stuff.
For real?
Some like, hey, let me take a minute note of that. Yeah.
Yes. But yes, swatting the actual plant, which I've harvested that locally with somebody. But yeah, this has nettles in it. It has Irish moss. I don't know if you know about Irish moss, but that's real high in minerals.
So how do you use it?
Oh my goodness! You just take a little bit and you just sprinkle it on your food.
Okay.
You can use it in smoothies. Like that's how I market it. You could put it in smoothies and in your drinks and stuff. But I put it wherever. You can even take a pinch. Like if you're gonna put it in water, I just suggest just taking a pinch because it also has moringa in it, which oxygenates the blood cells, and you don't want it like OD. Because it'll give you a headache. So you just need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Well, yeah, you just sprinkle it on, take it it's an everyday type tonic. Yeah.
Okay. So can you mix the tincture in water? Like, do you? Or you can. Just straight up.
You can mix it in water, mix it in tea. You can put it in.
You got the whole thing over here. So what about these here?
So these are the aromatherapy inhalers. We have the anxiety one, the headache, and the sinus.
So my bad.
I don't know if you've seen these before because your brother used to get these.
He told me. Yeah. Yes. These were the ones I was waiting to see because he told me about open them up.
Yes, they got a label now. They're official. When he used to buy them, they was just white with nothing. But you open it, you smell it. That's the anxiety one. Has your directions. But these are really good for meditation too. Like one of my sisters, she does yoga and stuff. And she used them before she.
Aroma, I like. Well, I don't know. I guess you consider it aromatherapy. Like I said, I have like arthritis pain and stuff like that. So I would soak in the tub sometimes. But I would put it's Epsom salt, but it's I can't remember the name of it, but I did acupuncture for my doctor, and she would after she take all the needles out, it's an oil I have. It's a very, like I say, it's potent. Like a small little bit will set everything off, but I'll take that oil and put it in the water as well, and it lights up the whole room and the bathroom. And just doing that, listening to meditation music and just soaking the body, right, puts me in such a good state. It's crazy. I love it. I'm running out. I need some more. I got to go hit her up. But if you got some products, I'm going to shop with you now.
Yeah, that is so dope.
Yeah, it opens me up. I love that. Just put me in peace, but aromatherapy. So, the fruit. Why'd you bring the fruit?
In case I was hungry.
Okay.
You got to stay strapped.
I said, you got to stay strapped.
I do got to stay strapped. I ain't trying to spend no money now.
Nah.
Right now in this time of day. But
get everything in your fruit. Get your water out of the fruit. Get you some fruit out of the fruit.
Exactly.
Hey, my friends always tell me, what he said, drink your waters from your fruit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. But this is a lot of dope stuff you have here. So, do you have a website or actual business page or anything that you sell this stuff from?
Yeah, I have a website, www.cseespiриtrun.com. Spirit Run. Yes, and right now we have the page on block, so you have to sign up.
Oh man, it's exclusive, y'all. It's
yes,
exclusive.